In a harrowing turn of events that's left the entertainment world rattled, Elijah Blue Allman, the only son of iconic pop legend Cher and the late Gregg Allman, has been hospitalized following an alleged drug overdose in Joshua Tree, California. The 48-year-old was reportedly found in dire condition and rushed to a nearby medical facility where he is now receiving treatment. According to TMZ, who first broke the story on Sunday, Elijah's condition was critical, but thanks to fast medical intervention, he's still alive. Though details remain sparse on exactly what substances were involved in the overdose, one thing is chillingly clear. This wasn't a false alarm, and Cher is in full crisis mode. A mother's worst nightmare. Sources close to the singer say that Cher, 79, is completely focused on Elijah's well-being and is doing everything within her power to get him the help he desperately needs. The Grammy-winning icon has reportedly put her career on pause and is staying closely involved in Elijah's recovery efforts. And this isn't a new battle for Cher. It's a continuation of a long, painful fight that has stretched across decades. Friends say this latest overdose feels like a culmination of years of struggle, and Cher is once again watching her son's life hang in the balance. A family legacy of music and pain. Elijah Blue Allman, sometimes known professionally as P. Exeter Blue, is the son of two music powerhouses, Cher and Gregg Allman. But his path through life has been anything but golden. Born into rock and roll royalty, Elijah seemed destined for fame. But beneath the surface, a storm was brewing. By the time he was 11 years old, Elijah had already begun experimenting with drugs. In a 2014 interview, he revealed that his substance use began shockingly early. It started out as curiosity, but then it became something darker, he admitted. The weight of celebrity parents, a fractured family, and access to wealth and notoriety made him particularly vulnerable to addiction's cruel grip. Conservatorship battle. A mother's legal plea. Back in 2023, Cher made headlines when she filed for temporary sole conservatorship over Elijah's finances. At the time, she expressed grave concern that Elijah, who was reportedly suffering from severe mental health and substance abuse issues, was unable to make safe financial or personal decisions on his own. According to the court documents, Cher feared that any funds distributed to Elijah will immediately be spent on drugs, leaving Elijah with no assets to provide for himself and putting Elijah's life at risk. The situation was clearly dire, and Cher was trying to save her son's life by any means necessary. Wearing a torn t-shirt, ill-fitting shorts, and drenched in sweat, Elijah appeared confused and disoriented. The once edgy, rebellious rock figure now seemed like a man deeply lost within his own struggle. A divorce, adding to the pressure. To complicate matters further, Elijah is currently embroiled in a nasty divorce battle with his estranged wife, Marieangela King, a singer-songwriter known for her work with the pop group King. The two have been in a tumultuous relationship for years, and court documents obtained by Page Six earlier this year paint a picture of a marriage in freefall. Those close to the star say that she is currently leaning heavily on her inner circle, seeking comfort from longtime friends, family, and spiritual advisors. She's been through a lot, but seeing Elijah go through this again, is almost too much to bear, one insider confided. What happens next? As of now, Elijah remains under medical care. It's unclear how long he'll remain hospitalized or whether he will enter a rehab facility once stabilized. For Cher, the next steps will likely involve a renewed push for treatment and perhaps even another attempt at legal guardianship if his condition doesn't improve. Fans across social media have flooded Cher with messages of support, urging her to stay strong and reminding her that she's not alone. But make no mistake, this is a moment of reckoning. For Elijah, for Cher, and for a family that's been trying to outrun its demons for decades. Final thoughts. Elijah Blue. Allman's overdose is more than just a tragic headline. It's a reminder of the fragile line between fame and self-destruction, between legacy and pain. As the world watches and waits, one thing is heartbreakingly clear. Behind the red carpets and sold-out arenas, even the biggest stars can be brought to their knees by addiction, mental illness, and the relentless pursuit of peace.